Sorry, Cinnabon. Oh, hello everybody. Qapla! Welcome to BedLife for Friday. TBIF, Friday, January 24th, 2020. The day after Star Trek Picard was released. What a day it was yesterday. It was the craziest day I've seen on YouTube in a long time. Obviously, since I was up at 3 a.m., it was particularly crazy for me, but people stayed up much later than they did. A lot of people stayed up through the night to watch it. I went to sleep and got up early, and I was so late. I'm so mad at myself. I didn't get my review out. I started my review over like 6 times. I didn't get it out until like 9 p.m. last night, and you know, everybody else, by that time, everybody and their mom, except Mom O'Prey, had Star Trek Picard reviews out, and it had barely gotten 100 views overnight, and I think it's probably got another 40 or 50 since then. It was too late. It was too little, too late. But I had a lot of fun live streaming with you guys all day. Life with Matthew, Sci-Fi Nation. I don't know if I was on Anti-Trekker or not, but I was talking with Anti-Trekker. It was a really good time. It was a really good time. Next week, I'm going to have to do the review immediately after I watch the series before I go on YouTube and even look to talk to anybody else. That's just the way it's going to have to be. But anyway, and again, I was late tonight. I apologize. Sister O'Prey was bringing home barbecue, or authentic barbecue, from New York City. Yes, New York City, the leader in barbecue food. She brought some home, so I thought she wasn't going to be home until like another hour from now. So my plan was to go on early and end early, or perhaps pause while I ate dinner. But then she was 15 minutes out right when I was about to hit play, hit record. So I waited, and of course 15 minutes turned into a half hour. But we're here now, and Qapla, thanks so much. Thank you guys for all being here. Cinnabon Bunny was way early, says he was drunk with his mod powers. I saw he had deleted some posts, but they were his posts to delete, so I don't know what he did. Yosef is drunk, not really, not in the mood for drinking. Well, no problem, Yosef. And hearing Yosef speak for the first time again yesterday, that was really cool. Yosef says it was very Canadian of me to say sorry. Cinnabon says, sigh, why did the reporter compare the rescue efforts as larger than building the pyramids? Because the reporter's an idiot. All reporters are idiots, okay, Cinnabon? Even in the future, reporters are idiots. They're not particularly smart people. They want to compare it. Although I gotta say, for Picard to call the pyramids vanity, I don't know. I mean, granted, they were more vanity than the evacuation of Dunkirk, but those pyramids existed for 4,000 plus years and will probably exist for another 4,000 plus years. Nobody's going to know what Dunkirk is in another 200, 300, 400 years. And the reporter proved it. I had to Google. I knew Dunkirk was an important thing in World War II, but I even wasn't 100% sure of the details. And if I didn't watch the 2017 movie, which I didn't, I'd venture to guess the majority of people, honestly, aren't 100% sure what Dunkirk is. Now, maybe if you live in the UK, that's different. But an American here, yes, I'd say I'm more familiar with World War II than 80% of Americans. And I had to double check what Dunkirk was. It's not that it's seared into my consciousness. And I wouldn't expect anybody in the year 2399 to really know what Dunkirk was unless they were specifically a historian of ancient warfare. Cinnabon says, do you think the Federation would have done many things that would have required more effort? Yes. I mean, hell, the invention of the warp drive. I'm sure let's see, going back in time and bringing back 2 humpback whales was a tremendous undertaking. Okay? I mean, almost every episode of Star Trek, TOS, and TNG, and DS9, there's some tremendous undertaking involved. Discovering a stable wormhole. Granted, they didn't build the wormhole, but technically they stabilized it. The Great Wall of self-replicating minds. That would be a sight to see, except they were invisible. You couldn't really see them. But yeah, it does seem a little weird that there hasn't been, there's got to be some, look, that thing flying at the Daystrom Institute, a building in the sky at the Daystrom Institute. That has to count for something. The Utopia Planitia shipyards before they were destroyed. Joseph says it took decades and tens of thousands of workers to accomplish it. It was a dumb example. Cinnabon says, or maybe the Federation was building their rescue fleet out of limestone blocks. Could have been. Cinnabon says, oh, mainly sandstone. Excuse the hell out of me, Professor Bertapre. Cinnabon says, would you make a suicide pill that horrifically melts you? When you're talking about the Romulan, I'm not convinced it was a suicide pill, but a last resort. It was really more of a homicide pill than a suicide pill. I don't think it was meant to obviously the Romulan would die by using it, but I think it was like a last resort to take out the target. Now, unfortunately, after hearing Doomcock's commentary, the entire point of the first time they tried to get her and failed, they should have just beamed her up into space and let her die and then either beam her back to examine the body or do whatever they need to do. But they should have beamed her to them. If they could use a transporter in and around. I know people say, well, she had a jammer. Well, the jammer didn't jam people from landing all around her, so they could have beamed down a transport enhancer and then beamed her up. There are ways. And you know what? So what happens if you beam somebody up with a jammer? What does that do? It means they die, right? Because what you get back doesn't really resemble a person. But either way, mission accomplished. The only reason you dare not beam up somebody who has a jammer is because you don't want to kill them. But if your mission is to kill them, then just take the safeties off and beam them up with a jammer. You're gonna get jammed pieces of human being. You still win. If the goal is killing them, you still win. Cinnabon would rather be beamed into space. Yes, well, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not saying I'd rather be beamed into space, but it's close. Joseph said they were building 10,000 ships in the 24th century. It should be as easy as building buses. And, might have been. And, okay, so I watched The Ready Room with Will Wheaton, which I hadn't watched until today. And in that room, besides Alex Kurtzman mistakenly said, Alex Kurtzman, Sassy, I'm sorry. Sassy doesn't like me bringing up Kurtzman. So Alex Kurtzman mistakenly said Picard withdrew from the Federation. He meant Starfleet. And granted, that is a mistake I have made. It's a mistake any one of us could have made. You accidentally confuse Starfleet with the Federation. Even though you know in your head there's a difference. I sometimes say Federation when I mean Starfleet. I sometimes say Starfleet when I mean Federation. But I am not the executive producer of Star Trek. And God help me if I would let such a problem go past the editing room and make it to a live cut. Even if it's The Ready Room with Will Wheaton, I'm not going to let that get out. That's got to be checked. That somebody's better find that mistake, and it better be fixed. The person in charge of Star Trek should not be putting out, episodes or TV shows where he specifically mistakes Federation from Starfleet. They are two distinct things. Picard left Starfleet. Picard did not leave the Federation. But also spoken about on that same Ready Room with Will Wheaton. I don't know who it was, if it was Akiva Goldsman or someone else involved. It might have even been Michael Chabon. Somebody said, and they confirmed a theory I had, was that the synthetics were working at the shipyards on Mars. And that makes sense. They were building 10,000 ships. They needed more than just human hands. And I suspect they employed these 10,000 synthetics in the slave labor, if you will, of building the rescue ships. And so we had confirmation. I don't know that they meant to confirm it, but Thank you, John Araki. Another Savick clip. Thank you, John Araki, for the $1 super chat. Greatly appreciated. So it was like he. I don't think he knew what he was doing, but he did confirm it. He said that the synthetics were working on Mars when they were reprogrammed to attack Mars. So they were working on Mars, meaning they were building the ships for the Romulans. And so that's how you can build 10,000 ships in relatively short order, is if you have, 5,000, 10,000, however many synthetics just building the ships for you. Now, granted, there were still humans and other living aliens doing some work on those ships, but I would say the majority of it was being done by synthetics. And again, we're going to get into a theory here. This is my personal theory. But Geordi LaForge was in charge of Utopia Planitia. Now, Geordi would be the person most qualified to be in charge of a group of synthetics, because Geordi was, Data's best friend, arguably. I'd say he was, and he knew everything about Data, and Data knew a lot about Geordi. And if Geordi had found out that, hey, these synthetics really are sentient, but there's a chip or a signal that is preventing them from achieving full sentience, I would not put it past Geordi to just take that down or disconnect it or disarm it and give them full sentience. Now, I suspect that Geordi might have been involved in... Now, I don't think he did it on purpose, but I think he might have been involved in giving the synthetics the ability to, alter their programming or do whatever it is that ended up being a tragic, loss for everyone. If Geordi isn't involved, or even if he is involved, I think Section 31 is also involved. Because in the Countdown comic, the Romulans get the command codes to the USS Verity, which is Picard's, which is an Odyssey class starship, which is what the Enterprise F is in Star Trek Online. It's a much bigger ship than the Intrepid, and it arguably can hold 10,000 refugees, because that's what the Romulans need to evacuate is 10,000 people, and they say this ship can do it. So they got the command codes from somebody, and I'm not even sure the Romulans knew who it was they got the command codes from. I suspect that it was Section 31 sending the Romulans the command code, and I suspect it was Section 31 who got the synthetics to turn and destroy Mars, because Section 31 did not want the Romulans to come to the Federation. And it makes perfect sense. And yes, they would, they would deal with it. They would sacrifice 100,000 people on Mars for the bigger picture, right? And not another war that kills, 50 billion people or whatever. I mean, there's got to be hundreds of billions of people within the Federation. They're not going to risk them for 100,000 people. And I'd say Section 31, it completely worked out. And I think what Picard is going to do over the next season or 2 seasons is bring down Section 31. And maybe the failure of Section 31 is why the Federation has fallen apart in the future where Discovery is now, where Michael Burnham is. And maybe the fact that Section 31 cannot be allowed to fail is why Michelle Yeoh is going to go back in time to revive Section 31, because now she knows how it falls. So those things all make sense. And yes, my hospital bed is making the beeping sound again. Didn't till today. It had been good until now, since last time. Since last time I streamed. Joseph says the explosion melted the weapon was, however, great. Yeah, the explosion was cool. Cinnabon says, yes, Picard should have been killed by explosion. Absolutely. Cinnabon says maybe he died and the Romulan slaves turned him into an android as payback. Another theory I had rattling around my head is that none of this is real. None of this is real. And in the final episode of Picard, he's going to wake up, he's going to open his eyes, and Beverly is going to be there, and maybe a couple other people that we know, and he's going to be in a hospital or in a bed in his home, and they're going to be comforting him, and they're going to say, there, Jean-Luc. None of it was real. It was all the Irumodic syndrome. And this entire fantasy, even him dreaming, none of it's real. That this is just a delusion caused by the Irumodic syndrome. And we're going to find out this entire series never happened. Now, I don't think they would do that, but they could. They could. He is one character where they could do that if they were so inclined. Joseph says, yeah, there's a little bit of overkill, but at least some broken old brittle bones. He should have been in the hospital. Well, Joseph, they had a dermal regenerator right in the house, and the Romulans are Tal Shiar, so they should have, basic medicine field knowledge. They should be able to mend broken bones and stuff. Probably in the home. They probably have the tech to do so. But, you don't expect him to be on his couch or a chair in his home. You do expect that the police or somebody would have questioned him, right? How does he not get questioned? Again, the woman comes to him, tells him 4 people are dead, and never once did he say, maybe we should call the police. No, that was the furthest thing from him, and the police don't question him. It's ridiculous. Cinnabon says explains why he wakes up in his castle and not a trauma unit or the burn ward. Joseph says maybe he is in the hospital bed at a home. Maybe he has a hospital bed at home, but I get it. Cinnabon lol. Cinnabon says there was a Ferengi symbol on a building in Boston. He probably sell them. Wow. I did not notice it. Yosa says didn't notice but watched it only once. No time for more. Cinnabon says Sisopre flight must have been delayed from whatever country Bird sent her to fetch dinner. Wow. Cinnabon says the three assassins sounded like the RoboCop from JJ Trek. I didn't get that. Cinnabon says they were supposed to be in disguise as them, and that's why they said speak English and didn't go to the cops. Well, they're supposed to be they were just disguised in all black. They did not look like the RoboCop from JJ Trek. I wouldn't think so. And I'm sure even if they did, the police don't look the same they did 150 plus years ago. Cinnabon says masks are similar to sort of have seen in the JJ movie for a while. Watching the episode while waiting. I'm way behind, huh? Yep. There were a lot of chats before I even started, apparently. Let's see. Joseph says you basically dissect every single frame dissect every single frame like this. Do not go into details. I rather give kudos that they put a bag on her and did not put her on the device, Pycat, and asked not. Joseph says it must be a 3-course dinner with lobster. It takes him an eternity. And then finally, I started the stream. Qapla, yes. 47 Yorktown says hello, sir. Welcome, 47 Yorktown. Josh Street says Pug O Pray 5 is here. So, Anti-Tracker, Captain Foley had a pug and put him up on the screen next to my face. And Anti-Tracker said I looked exactly like the pug. The pug looked exactly like me. And that they should put the pug up while I speak. And it would be hilarious. Cinnabon says you huh? Cinnabon says you scared me, Bird of Prey. Life with Matthew says Qapla, Bird of Prey. And all your notifications came out right as I published my next Wi-Fi versus sci-fi. Lol, oh. That's okay, Life with Matthew. I'll check that out later. Not Ryan Johnson says hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla. Lifeman says, dang it, wrong your usage. Immortal Technique says, hi guys, hello Immortal Technique, and it's really bad. It's really bad. The one thing I'm jealous of Will Wheaton, he does a good live long and prosper. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, Birdo Prey, Mal Prey, Sassio Prey, and fellow nerds, Qapla. Josh Street says, no sound. No, Josh Street, come on. Joseph Patrick says 5x5. Thank you, Joseph. Josh Street says hashtag we demand name change to Puggo Prey 5. Well, not going to happen. Sci-Fi says Puggo Prey up in the doghouse. Douglas Grady, Qapla Douglas Grady says howdy, welcome. Rock Solid says here, Dear Bop, Puggo Prey. We'll do some Dear Bops tonight. We will. Aberjam says McClunky Aberjam. Live with Masters, Bird of Prey. I was hoping we could reconvene the panel next week and keep the fun going. I would love to, Live with Matthew. Especially if it's an earlier... I forget. I think it was an earlier stream than a later stream. Let us know. Let me know if you have more people you want on. Please let us know. Peter Quinn was trying to get on today, but Anti-Tracker wasn't seeming like he had wanted to bring on any additional people. But Peter Quinn is long asleep at this time. But an early stream, if you're around and we got room, we could love to bring Peter in. He's just getting started with live streaming. So, Sci-Fi Nation's Bird of Prey actually waited until I got home from work to go live for once. Oh, you're welcome, Sci-Fi Nation. It was just for you. Immortal Technique is currently drunk and still drinking. Well, enjoy it, Immortal Technique. Josh Streets is Sisso Prey went to DJ's home to get the barbecue. That is the proof we need to show DJ owes child support. I don't think it works like that. Rock Solid says, hashtag aliens built the pyramids. I agree. Sci-Fi says, Bird of Prey is doomed to repeat history confirmed. Aberjam says, Dunkirk was basically the opening of the Saving Private Ryan. Cinnabon says, lol, sorry everyone, I was bored while waiting. What did you do, Cinnabon? Just typed? Rock Solid says, Aberjam, what's up about the opening Ryan Private? No. Douglas Grady says, you need to watch the History Channel. Douglas Grady, the History Channel, the Smithsonian Channel, the Science Channel are what are on in this house 95% of the time. And BBC America, if Star Trek is on. Yes. You see, in the United States, the History Channel, it doesn't have much history. We talk about aliens and swamp people and the Curse of Oak Island and Bigfoot. That's what's on the History Channel these days. Yes, squash. That's what on. You don't get about Dunkirk on the History Channel anymore. Ozzy says, Bird of Prey, hello fellow Kurogans, Qapla Ozzy. Sci-Fi Nation says, I had to unsub from a YouTuber. Along with a few bigger channels, the hate train has left the station. I'm sorry to hear that, Sci-Fi Nation. I still enjoy that particular YouTuber's stuff. And I know he really disliked Star Trek Picard. But what you gonna do? I really dislike Star Trek Discovery, but Joseph Patrick likes it, and Joseph still comes here. He doesn't hold it against me personally. I don't hold it against him. As I said in the other day, I mean, ever since Star Trek was created, Trekkies have argued with each other over what was best. Even before there was TOS versus TNG, there was, people would argue over Kirk or Spock being the best character. And then once TNG came, then you had everybody who was like, oh, TNG is better, Picard is better, Data is better, and TOS people say, no, what are you talking about? Give me McCoy over Beverly any day, and Kirk would kick Picard's ass, and blah, blah, blah. And then by the time DS9 came, everybody was like, well, I'll take TOS over DS9 any day, because everybody hated on DS9 until DS9 found its footing. Although not me, I loved DS9 from the beginning, but a lot of Trekkies. And then Voyager came, and then we're all like, well, at least we're not Voyager, right? And then Enterprise came, and we're like, oh my God, Enterprise is the worst Star Trek ever made. Until it wasn't. Then Discovery came. Like, no, really, Discovery is the absolute worst Star Trek that was ever made.
What else does it talk about? I will weigh in.
Sister O'Prey will talk tonight if it's not about Star Trek. From where you're sitting, which is, you're not going to be able to hear her. But anyway, yeah. So Sci-Fi. Oh yeah, when I do Dear Bop, Sister O'Prey can answer too. Sci-Fi though, there's the whole part about Star Trek fans is that we accept that other fans, they might not like the same Treks we do, and I'm okay with that. I don't hold it against somebody. And yes, I understand it can get annoying to have somebody repeatedly say that this just sucks, this sucks. And if you don't want to listen to it, that is your right, man. I'm not telling you to go force yourself to listen to it. I'm just saying that for me personally, even though I disagree with Doomcock, I disagree with Doomcock on Star Trek Picard, I still think the man is a fabulous singer, a fabulous entertainer, and I'm still subscribed to him. And when I'm not streaming, and Anti-Trekker's not streaming, and you're not streaming, I'm usually, if Doomcock is streaming, I'm usually there. Or if I quite enjoy. Yes, and we listen to it later. If we can't be there live, Mom will pray and I listen to it later. But listen, yes, and Doomcock was very nice to sing Mama Pray the song she wanted, Down in the Valley to Pray. It was extremely nice of him. So even though he may come off strong, and, he does, listen, he gives his reasons why he hates Picard, and I have to be honest, his reasons were fairly valid. It's not like he just made up shit and said, this is terrible, no, he's like, well, why didn't I just beam her up? And you know what? He's right. It would have made a hell of a lot more sense to beam her up. And he's right. It makes no sense that you can clone data. It's going to be a while before we get there, D. It doesn't make sense that we can clone data from a single positron of his neural net. That doesn't really make any sense. I'm okay. I can live with it, but I can understand he can't. Roxanne says the creature is inside out. It exploded. What creature? Kennewick says, I would imagine unauthorized transporters would set off some kind of alarm at the police department. It would set off the alarms. Yeah, sassy girl. Well, Sassy's barking because Sissel is eating. Now. Yeah, you would think it would set off an alarm, but apparently it didn't, Kennewick. And to be honest, and I didn't hear anybody complain about this yet, but I was complaining about it to myself. If you are being chased by assassins, why would you run up the stairs to an abandoned roof? Why not get to the very most public place? Right? You were in a very public place. Okay, run into Starfleet headquarters. Right? Don't run to the roof of the Starfleet archives. Stay out in the square. These people probably don't want to be seen. Instead, you go to a completely abandoned area where nobody else was. That's not the safest place to be. The safest place to be is around other people. If I was being chased and I could walk and somebody was chasing me, I'm not going to go up to an abandoned roof to make my last stand. I'm going to go into the lobby of the police, of the police building, the police precinct. Especially if I was right there. I wouldn't say, oh, do I want to go to the police precinct? No, I'm going to go to this abandoned building and climb up to the roof. It didn't make any sense. The necklace, the more I look at that necklace, it is just a basic necklace. Why does everybody say the necklace means something? Right? Why did she leave the necklace for Picard to have? It was a necklace her dad made her. She cared very much about the necklace. She leaves it for Picard. Fine, Picard takes the necklace. Why does Picard take the necklace to the Cybernetics Institute? It was just a necklace. It wasn't the world's fanciest necklace. It was just a necklace with 2 rings on it. Why did he know showing that necklace to the cyberneticist would do anything? I mean, like if she left her sock behind, would he have taken her sock to the cyberneticist and said, does this sock mean anything to you? No, it really makes no sense. But, we watch TV, we have to live within some type of level of disbelief, and I was preferred enjoying the show than arguing about it and being upset by it. So I ended up saying, you know what, I like this episode, but I can totally get people who don't. Kennewick says, to escape the supernova, you don't need the best starships, just ferries with warp power. Look up Liberty ships in World War II. Those ships rolled off the assembly line like buses. That's true. Actor says, only 8 likes. What did Bird say or do? I just started at this time, Hector. By the time you saw the 8 likes, I was only streaming a few minutes. Joseph says, Sci-Fi Nation, Doomcock is an act. Mecha was worse, and Nerdrotic also barked at the wrong tree of his review. Funny, Kowalski did a balanced review, of course. Trackyards and Anti-Trick are the same. Well, Kowalski is no one I have in my Seeing Keltwaski's reviews of Discovery, I doubt the man could do a balanced review. And Nerdrotic, while he was, he brought up a lot of bad things, he did give it a 6 out of 10, which, is not a terrible review. It was 1 point less than Anti-Tricker gave it. Kennewick says, using synthetics for building ships makes no sense. Use 25th century assembly robots like a car factory. Yeah, well, you've got to give it some, they have to do something. Sci-Fi Nation says, I know it's an act, Yosef, but the hate is so beyond. It did not even the mold refuses to grow on it anymore. Agnes is pretty harsh backlash to Mecha in his only watch 16 minutes video. I don't know what we're talking about. Kennewick says episode 3, 4, and 5 is the best. Whether STP will be good, decent, or bad was the test. Whether, yes, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and 5 is what Kennewick says. Well, that's half the season. So, yes, if we're half the season in and we haven't figured out whether it's good or bad yet, then it's probably bad. Actor says, when they changed showrunners, what was 2/3 of 8? Yeah, they, Shaban, I think Shaban might have been there for the full 10 episodes. Sci-Fi Nations is 2.5. Life with Matthews is 5.3. Sci-Fi Nation Kuroga math is the best math. Actor Lols. Ozzy's a Sci-Fi Nation Doomcock negatively made it what he is, and it will soon be his doom. Ozzy, with due respect, Doomcock hit 140,000 subscribers the other day, and it doesn't look like he's going down anytime soon. Huh? Oh. Yosef says, Sci-Fi Nation, I had it with... Okay. I understand you guys have disliked specific YouTubers, and you guys want to talk about that. That's absolutely fine. I don't besmeet you. You're welcome to talk about it, but I'm going to choose. I'm not going to call out. I don't want it to be seen like I'm calling out these other YouTubers, so I'm just not going to read the comments that talk about other YouTubers. But you guys feel free. Besmeech.
Is that a variation of besmirch?
Yes, it's a variation of besmirch. So I just, you guys feel free to talk about it, but I'm not going to read it out loud. Sci-Fi Nation. Okay. Kennewick says the Federation is huge. This has to be one M-class planet in a corner. There has to be one M-class planet in a corner somewhere. Yes, it is. But again, and I think Anti-Trekker is just wrong about this. This supernova is taking out hundreds of systems. It's not just taking out the Romulan star system. It's taking out hundreds of systems. Kennewick, I like Bird's theory. Well, thank you. Life with Mass is rock solid. Don't forget to tell people not to forget to do things. Kennewick says Bird's chair is nodding in agreement with Bird's brilliance. My chair. Oh, this? No, this. Well, this is not a chair. That's obviously. And I'm in my hospital bed. Romulans use a Borg cube as a base in the preview was a nice homage to STO. Why, I've never played I played Star Trek Online for like 5 minutes. I never got into it. Rockstar says this is a Jaloja alert. John Street says Sci-Fi Nation Kuroga, New Jersey public school system needs a few trillion Kurogan rounds, which is 1,000 USD, so the orphans can do real math. Sure, if you want to donate $1,000 US, we'll take it. Shromore says, greetings, Brittle Prey 5, Mama Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Shromore. Kennewick says, 5 queens, Data's hand is foreshadowing Q's appearance in the final episode. I think Q does need to make an appearance. Because I'll be honest, when they said, what do you think about when you think about Picard? You think about Data and the Borg. I said, no, I think about Q. Q and Beverly, not Data and the Borg. So I think Q definitely needs to make an appearance. And I would not be angry if they actually kept some appearances secret. right? If you make every appearance a public event, then you're going to be disappointed because there's not going to be any surprises. So surprise me with a Q cameo. I would love that. Actor says, I hope they don't make the Federation failure be dependent on a failure of an amoral Section 31. The message is the antithesis of classical Trek, including DS9. I don't know, Actor. They might. DJ Odyssey says, hiya, Puggo Pray 5. Actor says, why Pug? You should have watched Anti-Trekker's stream. From earlier today, Captain Foley had his pug out. Shronmore says, in greetings to Sassy, chaser of Romulans, eater of Pakleds, stalker of Klingons, defiler of Vulcans, and scourge of Cardassia. Sci-Fi Nation says, Josh Street, we had the budget, that money to provide a new orphanage to those poor children. Deed is an actor because he looks like Foley's pug. Yep, that's the short answer. That's the short answer. Rock Solid Productions says, remember, smash that like button. Set chat to live. Make sure you're still subscribed. Join the subscribe star. Donate if you can. Share via socials. Watch my lost footage video on the Dodge fight. Yes, Rock Solid Productions, guys. Subscribe to him if you're not subscribed. He put out a video today on the lost footage of what happens after Dodge dies. It was funny. It was good stuff. It's short. It's a short video. Sci-Fi Nation, who is Foley? Yeah, Captain Foley. Shrom from Trek Yards. Shromer says Hector Bird was compared to Captain Foley's pug, side by side. Yeah. Carlos says, hey, I hope everyone's well. Qapla Carlo. Joseph says, Actor, Anti-Trigger stream today. Yes, the Anti-Trigger stream today with Foley. How far back am I? Okay. Ginger Switch says, Admiral Robocop. Josh Street says, Sci-Fi Nation, you need to tell Puggo Prey to stop taking Turtle-standing kids to Karoga to work in the mines. Then there would be more money for the schools. Actor says, some people find pugs cute and lovable. Yeah, I'm not saying pugs aren't cute. But I just don't look like a pug. I should be so lucky to look like a pug. Uncle Remus's bird is 8 days behind in the chat again. Well, I blame Cinnabon. He had like 2 pages of chats for me to read before I even started the stream. Sci-Fi Nation says they got the finest education in nuclear physics, though. Yes. Ginger Switch says the dialogue felt forced and stilted. Yeah, I liked the episode. That's all I can say. Yes, I can pick it apart. I could pick it apart with the best of them. I pick apart Deep Space Nine episodes every week on Wednesdays when we do Deep Space Nine Wednesday. Some episodes I pick it apart, but I love the series. I love Deep Space Nine. It was a great series. It was a great Star Trek. And even if I can pick it apart years later, it doesn't mean it was a bad episode. It just means that the episode was so good, I don't care about the guy not knowing what a transporter was, and then a minute later say, yes, I scanned for transporter signatures. Uncle Remus is the background cast behind Picard looks so bland. That's my fear. This background cast, this ragtag cast they're putting together, that's going to take them on the next, 7 or 8 episodes that they're all going to be involved in. They're all looking like millennials, except Musiker, who is going to have her own problems. I don't know if I'll be able to put up with it. We'll see what happens. Sci-Fi Nation says you can't pull that round thing around. It doesn't count as education. Nuclear physics. I mean, Josh Street says it to Sci-Fi Nation. Sci-Fi Nation's Karoga shapes matter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading the Alberto Prey 5s. DJ Odyssey says Bird of Prey only wants certain people in his stream, so he won't let some of us other awesome people be in and take away from viewers. I am not the fuck. DJ, I'm not using StreamYards because I'm not paying them $25 a month, because StreamYards doesn't even work on my computer most of the time. So when they can come back at half the price, I will rethink it. But for right now, if I can only use it on Firefox, and Firefox does not have the option of sharing a browser tab, then I'm sorry, I'm just not going to pay for StreamYards. I can use the free version once in a while. I think you have a 4-hour maximum streaming per month with the free version. But I could use it once a while. Once a month we could do an open line stream. And we just have their stupid logo on it. I can deal with that. But, I mean, I wasn't using it all that often anyway. Uncle Remus says, Bird of Prey anti-Trekker called your bed a dumpster fire. He did. He did. John Street says, Sci-Fi Herbert is known by many names. Alpaca O'Prey. I'm not Herbert Hobbit. I'm not Herbert Hobbit. That's anti-Trekker. Alpaca O'Prey 5, Pug O'Prey 5, and Bird O'Prey 5. Just watch the feces and Lorehead need money with Bird O'Prey 5. Sci-Fi Ninja Bird of Prey, it isn't that they dislike it, it's about the constant, never-ending negativity. Understood. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, greetings, birds, turds, and alpacas. Welcome, Wes. Roxanne says, Bird of Prey lies, you got me on the damn time because I don't like TOS TV. You get me on lies. You get on me so damn time because I don't like TOS. Well, Rock Solid is... But I don't say I'm never going to listen to Rock Solid. I don't say I'm going to unsub from Rock Solid. Now, yes, I am confused as to how a seemingly intelligent person doesn't like the original series. It's not only that you dislike it, but you say it's the worst Trek. That really like it's worse than... it's one thing if you want to say that you prefer DS9. I get it. I do. But you're going to say you prefer Voyager, TNG, Enterprise, and possibly even Discovery to TOS? No, that does not make sense. That does not compute. Now, you are entitled to your opinion, Rock Solid, but I'm still going to try to make you see the light. And I'm going to make fun of you when you refuse. But that doesn't mean I dislike you. It doesn't mean I'm going to take it personally. Dan says, I saw a YouTuber doing a live Overlord DVD. It was weird in a mask with a voice modulator. You've never seen Overlord DVD, aka Doomcock, do a live stream before? Yeah, he does them all the time. Angry says Doomcock does have some valid points on why he doesn't like Picard. I agree. Quit ranting and get to the Dear Bop, says DJ. Fair enough. Fair enough. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, I think she left a necklace for Picard because she was programmed to if she's in danger. It was the symbol on the necklace that explains what she is. But, I mean, why would Picard take it to the Daystrom Institute and show it up? It's very hard to explain that away. I mean, if he was taking it to the police and says this was the only piece of evidence that she left at my house, maybe you can scan it for fingerprints or DNA fragments or something, I would understand that. But taking it to the Daystrom Institute to show a random cyberneticist, like, does this mean anything to you? That means he already knows that the necklace has something to do with her mystery. And that's just not something that most people would put together. And I don't think that it's something anybody should put together. I'm not saying that Picard is particularly good, and so he put that together. It makes no logical sense. Ozzy says, Bird of Prey Picard would have been better if we didn't see the cube in the trailers. I agree. If we didn't see the Borg cube, that would have been a nice shock at the end. But it's always a balance over... Because I'll be honest, we were all complaining, and after the first teaser, that there wasn't enough shown. And even after the first trailer, I was complaining, I don't know enough about this show. And then they show us the Borg cube, and like, okay. I was still complaining I didn't know about enough. But now we can't complain that they showed us the Borg cube when we also complained that they weren't showing us enough. So yes, I would have, in hindsight, they should have hidden the Borg cube. I'll give them that. But I'm not going to fault them for showing us the Borg cube because, let's face it, I mean, I would watch it either way, but there's a lot of people who probably only watch the episode because of the Borg connection. T-Berg is asking DJ Odyssey how much money he has towards the peacock suit. Wesley's a bird of prey. I think you could do a great Davros cosplay. Davros cosplay? What's Davros? Wesley says maybe if you did a Pug Davros. I have no idea what Pug Davros is. Davros?
Is there another word after Davros?
No. Oh, well, I know what cosplay is. That's where you dress up and pretend to be a character from sci-fi.
No.
Sister of Prey says it's a disgusting sci-fi character. Does it look like me? Actor says there were only 900 million Romulans. Well, Actor, that's something that doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. Does he sit in a wheelchair? He might. You are getting into camera territory, just so you know. Really? Really, Wesley? Really? You don't have your number on there, do you? No. Really? Really, Wesley? Oh. Something. Something.
No Garfield here.
No, that's using, your phone started vibrating. No, you can't pet Garfield, Sister of Prey. Do you want to talk about something?
Why will you stop talking about sci-fi?
Temporarily.
Don't talk about anything. Ah. What was that thing?
I don't know. He says I should do it as a cosplay. I should dress up as that guy. Uncle Remus says Bird of Prey, Return of the Jedi tomorrow. Yes, Return of the Jedi tomorrow. I skipped a bunch. Well, we have Dear Bops we could do. Uncle Remus says, do you think the Picard showrunners will make the Q female? I hope not, although there are female Q, we've seen them. DJ says Captain Foley has his pug out. I don't think a female Q would interact with Patrick Stewart as well as a male Q.
Because this doesn't do it there, okay. But if I go straight back. Try to figure out what
John Street says Bird of Prey, so Sassy is lying about the Beagle Bites. It's not made from Beagle Bites, it's made from pugs. Wow. John Street, Bird of Prey, it's 5:19, 6:19. How long until he gets to this?
I must interrupt with something.
10 minutes.
I'm a little worried there's a coyote or something in the neighborhood. There was half a squirrel on the sidewalk by the train station. Spine and back half. That's it. Small, just bloody spine.
It's not a coyote.
And squirrels out.
It's probably a vulture.
Maybe.
Or not a vulture.
Raccoon.
No, a hawk. Yeah, we've seen hawks in the neighborhood. There's no coyotes in Bayside. Or Central Park. Probably Central Park.
Who said that? I didn't know it the other day. Be interesting if they got space.
DJ says Bird of Prey is turning into anti-Trekker, blaming the... No, I'm not blaming you guys. Strom says Bird of Prey, if the orphans are really starving again, we need to raise their rent to buy more food, increase the hours in the mine so they have no time to be hungry. Everyone wins. It was the Bronx that has the coyotes.
Recent sightings confirm that coyotes live in New York City are active in the Bronx.
John Street says, lol, we broke Bird of Prey. Sci-fi. DJ Odyssey. donated $2.
I'm curious.
DJ
Did they take a boat?
DJ Odyssey
They could have been
donated
like
$2
a
and
pickup
says
truck or something.
he wishes he was Garfield right now.
If they were in the back of a pickup truck, they could have wound up coming over the bridge. Is that his child support?
No, what's his child support? That was a good one, DJ. Sci-Fi Nation says it's 20 streaming hours for the free version. Okay, I thought I saw 4. Uncle Remus says Bird of Prey, Return of Jedi. Yes, Return of Jedi tomorrow on Cinema Saturday. Although it actually be still called Star Wars Saturday tomorrow. It will be Return of the Jedi. And then next Saturday, Airplane. We're doing it. We are 1 week and 1 day away from Airplane on Bird of Prey 5 Cinema Saturday. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, why is Anti-Trigger so mean to you? What a jerk. Maybe he's jealous of you. Of course he's jealous of me. Wesley, that's why Anti-Trigger's mean. It's like when Mama Prey used to tell me when I was a kid and girls were mean to me, it was because they liked me. And when kids were mean to me, it was because they were jealous of me. So that makes all sense. It wasn't because I was being an asshole to them or anything like that. It was because they liked me and they were jealous of me. Sci-Fi Nation says Bird of Prey because he knew she was an android.
Point out that maybe you were mean to them first.
I was only mean to that kid who tried to jump in line. I had to bite him. You say Mama Prey was lying to me?
I'm saying that maybe you were being intentionally mean, but being a kid.
Intentionally mean?
That one can speak the truth in any situation, no matter what.
You should speak the truth.
Perhaps you hurt somebody's feelings and felt mean to them.
If they didn't want to know what I thought, they shouldn't have asked. If they didn't want to know what I thought about them, they shouldn't have asked. What could I have said? What could I have said? Nobody ever asked, hey, how do I look? I said, oh, you look a little ugly today. I don't think anybody ever asked me that.
Any opinion where you come at people blazing, calling you stupid.
Well, some people have stupid ideas. What are we supposed to do? Pretend they're not stupid?
As I was saying, maybe you were mean to them.
Listen, if somebody said, hey, let's...
Our mom will pray, never pointed out to
Hey, if somebody said, let's put...
you hurt somebody's feelings.
Let's put Vaseline on Q-tips and stick them in our ears, I'd say, no, that's a stupid idea. I'm supposed to feel bad because I tell them it's a stupid idea? They should be... They should be thanking me. They should be thanking me. Why are there no statues of me anywhere in Bayside?
You know what? There could be. You haven't been around Bayside lately.
There's not a single statue of me anywhere in New York City. Call up, I was going to say Bloomberg. He's not mayor anymore. Call up de Blasio. I'm calling 311. I want to know why there's not a single statue of me in New York City. Yeah. Sci-Fi says because she knew, because he knew she was an android that was created by Maddox, who used to run the lab in the Daystrom Institute, and also just to get a fellowship at the Daystrom Institute. Right. But if somebody was just said, I just got accepted to Harvard, right? And then they were come to my house and they left a glove. Am I going to take the glove to Harvard, speak to a random professor at Harvard and say, hey, does this glove mean anything to you? And they're like, oh my God, that's the glove of Odysseus. That's the legendary, fortune teller that was foretold in the ancient Skull and Bone scripts that's going to bring balance to Harvard. That doesn't make any sense. DJ donated $1, says Dear Bop, and still wish I was Garfield. Okay, we're going to get to Dear Bop. We're going to get to Dear Bop very soon. Joshua says, Low Bird of Prey. There are statues of you all over Caroga, a.k.a. New Jersey. Well, yeah, Caroga has the statues. Kuroga has the statues. Okay, guys, we're gonna go do some Dear Bops. Dear Bops. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, we have some Dear Bops. I gotta change the camera to Dear Bop. Now, it kind of sucks. You guys don't get to see my actual reactions to Dear Bop. Oh, and of course now it's not even showing up on the screen, which means I have to reselect the opera process because of course today would be the day. There we go. Okay. So, Dear Bop, free casino games online. Nope. We can delete that one. So we're getting regular spam about casinos. Dear Bop, I need help. I can't stop taking bets that get me in trouble. Now I have to wear stupid outfits and such. Please, how can I stop all this? Just a fan. Well, anonymous, just a fan. That's definitely not DJ Odyssey. You should, as you've already done, increase the amount of money before you start wearing those costumes. But I think you've increased the amount way too much because your ultimate goal is to make the money, get the money, right? So instead of going from $100 to $1,000 or $300 or whatever you want to, up it to $150. Because in the end, I know you say you don't want to wear it, right? You don't want to wear a rainbow unicorn costume. You don't want to wear a peacock outfit. But that's just what you're saying. I know you're deep inside, your inner furry. It wants to wear. I mean, when it never feels so free than when you're wearing a rainbow unicorn costume or you're waiting for your ostrich costume, because that is the real you. Some people put on a costume and they're hiding from the world. You put on a costume and you're revealing your real self, your true self to the world for the first time, every time you do it. So I know you really want to wear that ostrich costume. So instead of raising the goal each time, lower the goal and you will be able to become your true fur self. Yes. Wesley says, Brother Prey, there are no statues of great Kuroga leader in New York. What an outrage. And you misspelled Kuroga. Sci-fi! The nation says, oy vey! It was because she was an android that she had a fellowship at the institute where Maddox used to run. Ah. Okay. Well, maybe she got it because she was really that good, Sci-Fi Nation. You don't know why she got her position there. You can't be sure. I mean, it's a possibility, but if Maddox isn't involved in the institute anymore, you don't know that he's pulling any strings for her. Dear Bop, why is it that a certain Turtistani liberator can whine and cry when others in the fandom menace criticize his opinions, and it's unfair, yet if someone has a different opinion than he does, it's a fair game. Isn't that where discussion is leading us is supposed to come from? Discussing differences, why you have them, how come you came to that conclusion, and learning from other people's perspectives. If you should just shut down and dismiss opposite views, how do you become anything but an echo chamber, or worse, a Democrat? It certainly doesn't seem very open-minded or willing to facilitate debate to me. Yet you are the dictator. Go figure. Yes, I have to say, I am the one that's willing to listen to dissenting opinions. I am the one that is willing to talk to people who completely disagree with me. I do not insult them for disagreeing with me. I might try to change their minds, but I don't insult them, at least not purposely. If they take it as an insult, that I said, something sounds stupid, I'm sorry. The intent was not to insult you. The intent was just to tell you the truth as I saw it. And certain people that claim to be liberators and play Just Cause 3, it does seem that there are times that they are willing to dish out and get a little upset when people tell them. It's the same things to them. So it happens. It's a minor character flaw. A lot of people have it, and dwelling on it, unfortunately, probably isn't going to solve it. Just move on. Everybody, don't worry about it. It happens. We all know it happens. And at the end of the day, when you go in that voting box, and it's, Birdo Prey 5 versus some random Turtistani dictator, you know who you vote for. You pull that lever for Birdo Prey 5, even though there's no levers anymore in the voting system. But there will be once Birdo Prey 5 wins. So, Life with Matthew says, Birdo Prey, the conversation with the girl at the Daystrom Institute was poorly done. Picard should have known about B4 data. Yes, Picard was there and should have seen the necklace. And yes, she should have seen the necklace and then made the connection. But still, why does Picard bring the necklace anywhere? Right? Why does Picard? He should put that necklace in a safe deposit box or in a safe box in his house in case he ever sees Daj again. He can say, oh, I have your father's precious necklace at my house. You can come get it anytime. Dear Bop, Dear Birdo Prey 5, the unforgettable. We had to drill deeper in the uranium mines, and we've come across a strange phenomenon. It seems we entered the center of the planet's core. We came across what seems to be a secret underground layer. We went inside and we met some crazy guy with a metal helmet on his head, moaning about Star Trek Picard, even though Star Trek Picard hasn't even started yet. He seems to be preparing his robot army for an invasion. Then we met this other strange guy who seems to be trapped in a containment field with a face like a squid and was screaming to press the button. Press the button. It's pretty crazy down here. What should we do? Press the button. Press the button. That's what you should do. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I'll be right back after these short commercial break.
Muffin, ハッシュポテト、あ、ホットケーキ、うわあれ、大変だ。ここかな、こっちか、よし、ここだ。あれ、もうおいしい笑顔、マクドナルド、みんなもおいでよ。
Ronald McDonald in Dreamy Breakfast.
This morning it seems Ronald's having a dream.
Time for breakfast, Bertie.
Oh boy, hotcakes!
Hoppin' McHotcakes. After 'em, Bertie.
You betcha!
What? Whoops. Gotcha!
Not you! Ronald, time for breakfast with a friend.
Wow. Yummy hotcake syrup and butter.
Plus juice and milk. Breakfast.
A dream come true.
McDonald and you.
Hertz introduces great low January sale rates, like $69 a week here in Arizona.
Or only $79 a week here in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, Arnie? Well, what about $78 a week here in sunny California?
Or, OJ, only $59 a week here in sunny Florida. Brutal, Juice, brutal.
Hertz, you don't just rent a car, you rent a company. 37 years ago, Club Med made a special arrangement with civilization. Send us your frazzled, you're crazed, you're beleaguered, you're burnt out, you're overburdened, you're tension-riddled, and we'll send you back a human being.
Sorry about that, guys. I am back. So yes, I say push the button. If you're down in the middle of the earth, if you see signs saying you're in Xanadu and you have a squid face guy telling you to push the button, I say push it. What's the worst that could happen? That is my advice. Also, tell Harvey I said hi. Of course. Dear Bop, what makes Kurdistan so evil? Sincerely, Curious in Columbus. Well, Turdistan's mostly evil because of their leader, who is a great pretender. Some would call him Lucifer, even. I don't, but some people would. And through him, all evil in the planet exists. So, he doesn't look like that bad a guy, but that's the greatest trick the devil ever played, was convincing the world he wasn't that bad a guy. I read that on a fortune cookie, so I know it's true. It was a Kurogan fortune cookie. They're always true. But that's basically why. It all comes down to leadership. If they had new leadership in Kurdistan, they probably wouldn't be as evil as they are. They'd probably, be only somewhat evil, like Canada or France. But right now, they're at the top of the evil list. Club Med is not evil, Street. Club Med was the Tinder before there was Tinder. You had to pay, but it existed. Yes. Okay, next up. Next up on the Dear Bop list. Dear Bop, I still haven't recovered from the appalling Star Trek Discovery. And there's no way I'm going to be able to watch Star Trek Picard. It's obviously going to be the same old SJW crap. Just the thought of watching it is making me feel like throwing up. So I decided to watch some decent Star Trek. I picked a random episode of DS9. It's the episode where Quark got married. Yes, to the Klingon chick. I remember that. And now I can't stop laughing. So I would like to recommend to anybody who feels the same way about the latest Star Trek crap to rewatch some old Trek and feel much better. Kind regards. I rewatched a ton of old Trek during and after Discovery, because Discovery made me feel dirty. It made me feel dirty and unclean. I was like, I need to get the dirt off, and I'd wash, and the dirt would not come off. And finally, I said, well, let's put on the original series. Let's put on Deep Space Nine. Let's put on The Next Generation. Let's put on Enterprise. Let's even put on Voyager. And after watching these episodes, and random episodes, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes in a row, then the dirt finally started coming off. And then to get the deep, unbaked-in dirt under the fingernails and stuff. Then I started watching the Orville. Even though we've only got 2 seasons of the Orville, it is beautiful. It cleans. It makes you feel clean again. It makes you feel young again. That Star Trek was good again. So I understand. I get you. I really do. Me personally, I did not hate Picard, so I did not feel the giant need to go rushing to watch good Star Trek after Picard. But it's there if I need it. If next week turns out to be a 180 and the episode sucks, I know I can always go where I know everyone's name to Deep Space Nine, or The Next Generation, or TOS. Or I still don't know the main characters on Discovery, and I doubt I ever will, because I just don't care about them. And I probably will never learn all the names of the Picard characters either, because I just doubt I'm going to care that much about them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yes, they're always there. And not only the original series and Next Gen and TNG and DS9 and Voyager and Enterprise, but the Orville as well. Don't hesitate. So they're always there for you. They can't take that away. It's like Lee Greenwood saying, they can't take that away. If I had to start again with just Captain Kirk and Spock, I'd be something. I gotta figure out that song. But it'd be a great parody of Lee Greenwood. They can't take that away. Yeah, they can't take that away. Especially if you have it on DVD. They can't take that away. Dear Bop, Greg here. Thank you for your advice you give to Alexandro. With the Viagra and the banned substance from Coca-Cola, he turned into a beast. If you want, we can describe it in more vivid detail. For now, we are thinking about a little light BDSM. What is your opinion about it? Do not describe it in any more detail. Enjoy what you got going. If you guys want to do some light BDSM, that go for it. I don't care. And I'll ask you kindly to just I accept your thank you. You are welcome. And now we never need to speak again. Godspeed. Qapla. Dear Bop, hi. Really don't have much to say except hi to Mamo Pray. Oh, and I suppose you could help me promote my channel again. No, that wouldn't be good. You charged me so much last time. I could help make sure no one calls you Puggo Pray 5 again. Well, unless they have a wrench. Then I'm no help. I could get Richie Poole to pay his child support to Sissa Pray. I don't know. I guess I rambled long enough. The Pink Bunny. So guys, yes, Mama Pray says hi to DJ, assuming this really is DJ Odyssey. No, I did not charge DJ Odyssey to promote his channel. But if you guys have not yet subscribed to DJ Odyssey, to the Demented Pink Bunny, you should. In fact, I'm going to see if I can find a link to his channel, unless a mod beats me there. DJ Odyssey. DJ Odyssey does great streams, great videos. He's a hell of a lot of fun. And we got him to dress up as a pink unicorn. And there's DJ in the stream. So DJ, please go ahead and put your link in for your channel. He has the full support of Kuroga, even though he is an independent nation unto of his own, of Bunnyland. But we are Bunnyland and Kuroga are close allies. And yes, donate to DJ Odyssey Peacock suit on his I don't think he has a GoFundMe. I think he has a PayPal address. Which DJ, if you want to put that in too, please do. If DJ gets to a certain amount of money, he's going to get a peacock suit because DJ is a secret furry, and he needs the peacock suit to be his own natural self. Josh reads his Bird of Prey. Why didn't you charge DJ? Then why the hell did you charge me that one time? I haven't charged anybody. If somebody charged you, then that was probably Anti-Tricker pretending to be me. I don't charge people for such things. Oh, yes, DJ Odyssey, great person, great channel, a little behind on child support, but otherwise he's a pretty good guy. Dear Bob, oh, I'm sorry to Sisso Prey for reeing. She's just got so dang hot. Again, I'm sorry, the unicorn. Well, Sisso Bray isn't here to hear this at this point, DJ, but, yeah, but, and if that is the real DJ, because I don't know. DJ says just click the 3 dots next to his name. Yeah, if you're on a PC and you see the 3 dots next to DJ Odyssey's name, and you click on it, you can go to his channel. If you're on mobile and you just click on DJ Odyssey's name a menu comes up with actions, and go to channel is one of the actions. Dear Bop, I am so lonely, sitting in my cryopod with no turds, no Kurogans, no servers, hoping someone will log in and play with me. I promise not to surround others with glass anymore. I'm sorry, whoever this is, probably T-Berg. Yeah, we kind of just stopped playing Space Engineers. I love Space Engineers, I really do. It is a great game. However, it's too addicting. Like, I literally became... I stopped making videos for months. Playing Space Engineers, I only made like a couple of videos during the entire time because I was using all my free time playing Space Engineers instead of, working and doing other stuff I had to do. So, I just hesitate to get back into Space Engineers because I'm afraid... Huh? Mom O'Prey will vouch for it. I spent so many hours playing Space Engineers that it's like I got my life back after we stopped playing. I feel like I'm a drug addict who kicked the habit. And I dare not go back to it because I would, what's that thing that drug habits do? Drug addicts do? Yeah, I would relapse. So I'm afraid to even play Space Engineers again. But whoever you are, I wish you luck, man. I wish you luck. If you ever need help, there are people you can call. You can get on the program. We can get you, admitting you need help is the first step. Dear Bop, I have an overlord that gives out advice but won't take advice. What should I do? Signed, Turdistani orphan working in Kurogan mines. P.S. Please, sir, free us an Aberjam. Aberjam is not in Kuroga. I don't know how much plainer I could say it. We do not have Aberjam in custody. He's probably in Turdistan, and Turdistan probably put up a Kurogan flag they stole to make him think that he's in Kuroga. So he writes his family, and he's like, I'm being held in a Kurogan prison. And meanwhile, we're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. But he's like, but it's got to be Kuroga because they can see the flag. And I'm like, well, just because you see a flag of Kuroga doesn't mean you're in Kuroga. It just means that somebody put up a flag of Kuroga. So it's like they're playing 4D chess with Aberjam. So I'm sorry about Aberjam. As for you orphans working in the mines, I think you should pretty much stop writing emails and get back to work. The fact that you had time to write an email tells me that you could have more time to work. So I think we're going to have to up the working day by 10%. 10% more working day. Whoever's in charge of the mines, make it so. Make it so. Dear Bop, when will your golden rover ride again? Not since the Dukes of Hazzard have we seen such bad driving skills. Since mad driving skills. Signed, hanging on for dear life. I know. Another Space Engineers request. I honestly not sure if or when I will ever play Space Engineers again. I imagine I will at some point, but I'm not rushing to do it. Dear Bop, a self-portrait. Wow. I see it. Do you guys see that? This is the mouth. It's the jar graphic. And the letters are S-O-S-Y, almost like saucy. I wonder if that was supposed to be sassy. Wow, that is excellent ASCII art. I'm going to have to, in fact, I will bring it over to the full Ah, son of a bitch. I've got to. On this scene, I've got to get the correct Opera browser in again. Well. Where is it? There we go. Come on, that's supposed to work. Oh, Outlook. No, not Outlook. Not Outlook. Opera. Opera. There we go. There we go. So look at this ASCII art. Well done, whoever that was. I am quite happy with your self-portrait of Dear Bop, me. I will save this, and we will make use of that. Qapla, thank you. Thank you very, very much. We'll get back to some more Dear Bops. That is desktop. That's not Dear Bop. That is Dear Bop. Now I'm making all the mistakes. There we go. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, The Mandalorian Season 2, Autumn 2020 on Disney Plus will focus on Mando looking for a home for Baby Yoda, a.k.a. the child, as he fiends off Moff Gideon. Springtime says, Bird of Prey, how do I plan a Turtistani false flag operation against an enemy power? I really need your help on me. Can you help me, Dear Bop? A Turtistani false flag in that you want to blame the Turtistanis, or you are a Turtistani and you want to blame someone else. But basically the answer is the same. You better just get a bunch of flags from the people you want to blame and just put them all over the place. Live with Matthews is Bird of Prey. That's what I mean by the convo was poorly done. Still loved the episode. Gotcha. Dan Dwayne, Bird of Prey, trying to be better than Weird Al at parodies. I'm not trying to be better. I'm just trying to try. John Streets is Bird of Prey. Son of a bitch. Bird of Prey, how do I... Son of a bitch. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, why didn't you charge DJ? Oh, why did you charge me? I answered that one. I did not charge. I don't charge. Klingon Opera at that. Yes. Klingon Opera web browser. Sure. Dear Bop, why don't you like me? We are so alike and I want to be your friend. We have such similar outlook and together we could rule the galaxy. Anonymous J. Trudeau. Well, excuse me, I was having some water. The only J. Trudeau I know happens to be a higher up in the Canadian government, if you will, and was quite a racist as a younger, not as a kid, mind you, as an adult, but a younger adult. And yeah, I don't think we'd ever have been friends. So, I'm not trying to destroy you, but I just don't. I have enough friends right now. We have 29 friends in the chat right now, and 1,564, I believe, subscribed. So I don't need you, Anonymous J. Trudeau. However, if you want to talk Trek one day and come in and talk, we can talk Trek. Maybe we will be friends. But I am not. I'm not actively seeking your friendship. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, you should join us on 7 days. Maybe. There are no... Oh, how many frenemies? I don't know, T-Berg. I don't know. I count them as friends, too. Dear Bop, thank you for your help. I won't tell any my fellow candidate that she can't be president because she's a woman again. Anonymous Bernie S. Bernie, you just keep on being you, man. You'll win eventually, I'm sure. You will win one day. If not now, then 2024. If not 2024, 2028. If not 2028, then 2032. One day, it will happen. Dear Bop, please wrench me on your channel. I promise I will abuse the power and will block comments randomly. Thank you very much. Not a good admin. Well, a lot of our admins have blocked comments randomly, and they blamed it on sitting on their phones and stuff. So unfortunately, I don't know who you are. But you know, give me a little bit. DJ says, Bird of Prey, give me a 15-minute heads up. Then I was saying, well, DJ, after Dear Bop, I was going to play one round of Use Your Words, and then after that, I was going to end the stream. So once we're halfway through Use Your Words or whatever, that's probably be about the right point to begin your stream. And you can put in your link to your stream once you have it up. Dear Bop, this is our evil overlord. We are on strike. This is for our evil overlord. Overload. This is for our evil overload. We are on strike and have already took over the mines and are arming ourselves and will be overthrowing you by the end of next week. Signed, Turdistani Orphans. P.S. We let Aberjam go. Well, I don't know who you let go, but it wasn't Aberjam. And I have a hard time believing a bunch of Turdistani orphans who barely had the strength to dig in the mines were able to overpower the android army that was keeping you enslaved. I mean, that was keeping you protected. Excuse me. I was watching too much Star Trek Picard. Dear Bop, we need to take a few photographs around Karoga for our tourist brochure. Our country is such totalitarian hellscape that no one will visit, and we need to lure unsuspecting victims to our nation. Can we send a team into Karoga to take those photos of the mighty cities of Karoga? What just happened? Did I hit? No, I don't want to reply. So no one would visit unsuspecting victims to our nation. Can we send a team into Karoga to take those photos of the mighty cities of Karoga? Anonymous Turdistani Tourist Board. No, Turdistanis are not allowed to just come and go from Karoga as you please. At least bring a wooden horse. You insult my intelligence, sir. If we let in these so-called photographers, you guys are just going to attack. Plus, Karoga is a mighty and beautiful nation, and it has no shortage of tourism and tourists. So, no thank you on your offer of taking pictures of Karoga. No, I wasn't born yesterday. So, no thank you, but no thank you. And in fact, no thank you. No thank you at all. People trying to tell me they're going to take photographs of my country, but instead they're trying to take over. And so this is the ASCII art. So I'm going to leave this one up. So later I will do something with this. But for now, guys, let me start Use Your Words. And we'll play a round of Use Your Words. And then I guess we'll probably end the stream. Let's see.
It's Use Your Words.
Use Your Words.
The party game for funny people and their unfunny friends.
Right. In fact, though, I need to take it off the screen first so I can be the first one into the room.
Grab a web-enabled device like a smartphone, a tablet, or anything with a browser and navigate to www.wordsgame.lol. Then enter the room code.
Incorrect room code. I always confuse the last two digits or characters.
Have you checked out the settings menu yet?
It's a good thing I didn't give it to everybody, or else I'd be stuck out of my own game. Okay, there we go. So now everybody can come in. It is at www.wordsgame.lol, and the room code is IGNH. I as in idiot, G as in good, N as in night, and H as in hamster. So, yes. Let's see. We got me in. Is anybody else coming in? We got Life with Matthew is in. We got Ginger Switch is in. Turb T-Berg Sci-Fi Fan. Birdo Prey 6. We've got room for one more player. One more player. Do we have one more player? We have Captain Cat. Very cool. So we have a full game. Now, guys, if you have not yet gotten in, but you still want to play, do not worry. You can still go to wordsgame.lol, enter in the IGNH code, and you can still be part of the audience. And the audience gets to vote on answers too. So it's not going to be that you have the biggest part in the game. You're not going to have the biggest part in the game, but you will still have a part in the game. So, yeah.
And now, it's time to use your
So we're
words.
starting the game.
The
Use your
glory of
words.
The silver screen. In the dumper, throw it in the garbage. It's sub the title.
You're going to sub the title.
To see a subtitled film clip that's missing a subtitle.
We have to fill in the subtitle.
Filled in by you. Get ready. The clip will play twice. Now, for our feature presentation.
I'm not cheating. Oh. Who the heck are you? Insert subtitle. You just broke a sword in half. Who are you? Okay, guys. Enter in the answer your subtitle. I am Michael Burnham, says John DeMarco. That would have been a great answer. I am Puggo Prey 5, says DJ. Come on, we're waiting on 3 more people. T-Berg is in. 65 more seconds. Captain Cat is in. 60 seconds left. Or
get ready. Here's what you
whoever
came
number
up with.
2 was. Who the heck are you? I am the great Birdo Prey 5. Who the heck are you? I'm Batman. Who the heck are you? I am Ginsu 2000. Who the heck are you? I keep telling those orphans you can't make swords out of paper toilet rolls. Who the heck are you? A sword breaker. Who the heck are you? I'm Puggo Prey 5. Who the heck are you? I am Kalis the Unforgettable.
You may have noticed an extra answer in there. We always throw in one of our
Okay.
own house answers.
There's
When you
an
press
extra
the house
answer.
decoy button, you
I
get to
know
use
what I'm
one of the
voting
house
for.
answers for yourself. But
I-
watch out. Voting for any house
Not
answer
even
will deduct
close.
points from your score. So pick your favorite answer. But watch out for house
Watch
answer.
out for the house answer. Do. I feel like popcorn and hot dogs and ice cream. We need one more person to pick an answer.
Let's see how
Thank
you
you,
voted.
Captain Cat. Kill those orphans. You can't make orphans. That was Life with Matthew, got 1,000. The Great Bird of Prey got 1,000. It was Captain Cat. Kalis the Unforgettable, 4,000 for me. 4,000 for me. We're off to a good start. I'm in a commanding lead with 4,000.
Deadline, right
Life
here
with
and
Matthew
right
and
now.
Captain Cat
It's
are tied for
extra,
second
extra.
with 1,000 each, and 0 for the other 3 players. Write a headline for this photo. Light bulb hands? Oh, I'm supposed to write it. I'm supposed to write it. Okay. Okay. I'm in. Life with Matthew is in. Ginger Switch is in. Nah, they're already calling me cheater. Charles says, what if I need to pee? Alexa, order light bulbs. DJ says, cheater. No, cancel. Alexa, cancel. Clearly an idea man. We got 52 seconds. We have one. There we go.
Here's what you wrote.
I can't masturbate. President Anti-Tracker ensures all journalists afforded same freedoms in Kurdistan. Professor Xavier rejects Bulbo. Bulbo? How Turdistanis are punished for staring too long at Mrs. Anti-Tracker. Is Anti-Tracker even here? Man gets light bulb hands to confuse Admiral Picard. There are 2 lights. Man wakes up after going to a Kurokan hospital. Introducing green energy.
Now, vote for your favorite
Vote for
answer.
your favorite
But
answer.
Watch out for house answers.
Watch out for the house answer. I'll take that one. I got a few thousand points I can play with. Tough crowd.
Here's how you voted.
Man wakes up after going to Kurokan Hospital. 1,000 points for Berto Prey. 6. 1,000 points for Life with Matthew. 2,000 points for T-Berg. 2,000 points for me. Ha ha ha. I still have a commanding lead. 6,000 points. Life with Matthew and T-Berg are now at 2,000.
Let you blank yourself. It's
Blank-o-matic. Damn these millennials and their fill in the blank. Damn these millennials and their blank. What do you damn these millennials? What the hell is the... That can't be. It can't be. What's going on? Okay. For some reason, my tablet froze at Dear Bop. Okay,
Here
damn
are
these
your
millennials. And their PC outrage and their Mac outrage. And their ignorance. Damn these millennials. And they're wanting to see MCU Aunt May naked all the time. And their wrong colored impulse engines. Yes. And their boomer boxes. Boomer boxes. And their damn STD. Yep. Damn these millennials and their shitty Star Trek.
Vote for your favorite answer now.
Okay. Favorite answer. No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So 6,000 for me, 2,000 for Life with Matthew, 2,000 for T-Berg, 1,000 for Berto Prey 6, and the other two, 0 for Ginger Switch,
Let's
and
see how
1,000
you
for
voted.
Captain Cat. For their wrong colored impulse engines, 3,000 for Ginger Switch. Well done, Ginger Switch. Wanting to see MCU and make it all the time, 3,000 for Life with Matthew. Holy crap, Life with Matthew is now only 1,000 away from me. He took a high second place.
Magic of cinema.
It was
is
only
yours
2
to
people
ruin.
got answers
It's
in that one.
Sub the title.
Very, very interesting round. Sub the title. Are you up to something again?
私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くの
Insert
よ
title.
二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ
Interesting. Okay, I'm in, Life with Matthew's in, and Ginger Switch are in. Just unicorn suits. No, we're off to the Kurogan Mines. That's good. And I wonder which one will get it in the end. Wow. Berto Prey 6 is in, T-Berg is in. So far, we're in order of highest to lowest. 6,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Okay. Are you up to something again? I'm crashing the saucer section. Little Troy. Are you up to something again? We're going to play with the firm lever on Mr. Bird's bed. Are you up to something again? They've been stealing Beagle Bites from the restaurant again. Poor Sassy. Are you up to something again? We're going to go rob Berto Prey 5. Are you up to something again? Boomer, step off or I'll stick DJ Odyssey in a unicorn suit on you. Are you up to something again?
違うわ私たち
No, we're certainly not selling ice cream if that's what you're stealing ice cream if that's what you're thinking. Are you up to something again? No, we're just looking for MCU Aunt May naked.
Vote for your favorite answer.
Life
now.
with Matthews is Bird of Prey. The hard thing about this game, a lot of the time, 2 people get all the points for a given round. It's just fun. It's still fun. I agree, but you know, it happens. It's going to happen randomly. Did I vote for the right one? I hope so. The mouse was a little closer to the one I didn't want to click. than I hoped. If I got a house answer, we know I misclicked. Watch the popcorn go around.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Number 6. Whoever the last person is in the game. 14 seconds. You got to answer something. You're going to lose everything. 5, 4, 3. Doesn't look good. 2, 1. Oh, Captain Cat. I guess you didn't vote. That means we don't get one. They've been stealing Beagle Bites. 1,000 for me. 1,000 for T-Berg. 1,000 for crashing the sausage section to Ginger Switch. 2,000 to Captain Cat, even though he didn't bother to give an answer. Wow, that doesn't seem fair at all. Captain Cat gets 2,000. And he didn't even answer.
Anybody got a broom?
Write a headline for this photo. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yes, Captain Cat was almost in my answer. Wait, is that just a cat's head? Where's the rest of the cat? Oh, it's a cat sitting at a desk. Oh. I didn't notice it was a cat sitting at a desk with a list. It's a cat with a pen. It's writing. I did not know any of that. I just saw a cat in a tree. That cat does not look happy either. Kitty Claw, says Trek 95. Sci-Fi says, tell me more about these Beagle Bites. No, Sassy says no. And Captain Cat is in this time.
You've only got 30 seconds left, so wrap
30
it up.
seconds in. Okay, here we go.
Wrote.
All I want for Christmas is for Bird o' Prey to leave Kuroga to Sassy. Dear Santa, please kill everyone. I believe it. Dear Santa, all I want is Beagle Bites and a litter box to bury turds in. Love, Fluffy. Dear Bop, I've been lying to my owner that I'm a beagle. STD Writer's Room. Excellent. Cat claims tallest tree in Turdistan Award. Damn it, I have to do payroll again.
Time to vote for your favorite.
Yeah, surely that wasn't a house answer. Tubian says you're on the Clawty list. Naughty list. Bird of Prey. Wow. Thank you, John DeMarco. 7,000 for me. 5,000 for Life with Matthew. 4,000 for Ginger Switch. 3,000 for T-Berg. 1,000 for Bird o' Prey 6. Whoever that is. And I forget what the last person has.
You've got 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left.
Out loud.
Just pick an answer. Captain Cat. Just pick an answer, Captain.
Here's how you voted.
Captain Cat, you might want to refresh the page. 1,000 for Life with Matthew.
Oh dear, that was a house answer.
Minus 250 for Captain Cat and Ginger Switch. plus 3,000 for Ginger Switch for the STD Writers Room. Ginger Switch is now just 250
And
points
now,
behind
for
me.
the latest in obsolete technology, it's Blank-O-Matic.
Blank-O-Matic. Last Christmas, Santa was shocked by how many children asked for blank. Fill in the blank. Oh boy. Oh boy. Freedom from the Krogan mines. That would be great, DJ. I wish I thought of that one. Extra overtime in the Krogan mines. Yeah. Okay, anything with the Krogan mines is going to be pretty good. Oh, Captain Cat still has a chance to change his answer.
And here's what you came up with.
A lower divorce rate. Santa was shocked by how many children asked for a lower divorce rate. Freedom from the Krogan mine. So was that DJ Odyssey? Maybe. A 23andMe paternity test. In all caps. Sassy's jerky. Why do the kids want to steal Sassy's jerky? Bird of Prey 5 to be sent to the Krogan mines. Me? Self-sealing stem bolts. Well, I doubt that. Maybe. She-male Barbies. That's not. Those are no
Okay,
fun.
vote for your favorite answer.
Okay. I got Life with Matthew 1,000 behind. Ginger
Here's
Switch
how you
250 behind. Self-stealing stem bolts. Ginger Switch takes the lead. She-male Barbies. Life with Matthew ties with me for second place. Freedom from Krogan's mines. 2,000 for Captain Cat. And Bird of Prey 5 to be sent to Krogan mines. 2,000 for Bird of Prey 6. Oh no, I didn't get any points. I have fallen to being tied in second place with Life with Matthew.
Get
Ginger
ready
Switch
for our grand finale,
now takes the
lightning
lead.
round
It is
we call
anybody's game
Survey Says.
as we go into the
In
final
Survey
round.
Says, all point values are double.
DJ,
You'll
it's
be
probably
shown 3
time to
prompts in
start
a row,
streaming.
And since Let's Play mode is turned on,
Or I can hang out for a little bit after the game's over to get you started. If your butt cheeks had names, what would they be? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. If your butt cheeks had names, what would they be? 45 seconds left. And DJ has started streaming, so very cool. So DJ, once the game is over, please put the link to your stream in the chat. And I would suggest everyone head over to DJ Odyssey. I will head there in a few minutes.
Here's your second prompt.
Once the game is over. Name an activity you shouldn't do while wearing skates. Name an activity you shouldn't do while wearing skates. 35 seconds. BedLife? No, well, if I was wearing skates, it really would
Here's
make
your
a
third and
difference.
final prompt. Make it a good one.
Make up an unappealing name for a new sex toy. Now, any chances of this not going disgusting have since ended. Okay, 45 seconds. Unappealing name for a sex toy. Anti-tracker. Yes, that is a most unappealing name.
Here's what you wrote.
Okay. If your butt cheeks had names, what would they be? The left would be Bird of Prey 5 and the right would be Optimus Buttocks, Statler, and Waldorf. We already did this one. It was Frank and Freddy. Joe and Michael. Sons of bitches. Lurser and Bator. Strong Klingon names. Bird of Prey 5 and Anti-Trekker. Lore Reloaded and Anti-Trekker. I like that one better.
Vote for your favorite answer.
Vote for your favorite answer. Okay, one more vote come in from Captain Cat. There we go.
Okay, let's see what you weirdos wrote.
Name an activity you shouldn't do while wearing skates. Watch Buggo Prey 5 stream. Peeing. Swimming. Walking sassy or auntie. Forget the fact you're wearing skates. Perform a vasectomy. Delivering nitroglycerin to the uranium
Vote for
mines.
your favorite answer now.
Delivering nitroglycerin to the uranium mines. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Get ready. Here's what you came up with.
One more vote. Make up a name for an unappealing sex toy. A Wankenstein. Or a Wankenstein. A Turtistani nipple pincher. Wow. Say that fast. Swimming. What? A bird-o-matic. Wow. A spike master. Yes, Sassy, I hear the noises. Somebody's parking. Jean-Luc Picard with realistic fucker. Wow. The Jaloja Tickler. Wow. The Jaloja. I didn't even think of the Jaloja machine. The Jaloja Tickler. Wow. Okay. Okay. No. Okay, well, this is where it is. It's all going to come down to this round, people. Swimming was me. It messed up. I put it in twice. No problem, Ginger Switch. It happens.
Let's see how you voted.
Okay, so if your butt cheeks had names, the left would be Bird of Prey 5, and the right would be something else. And now Captain Cat's got 2,000, but I'm in the lead with 9,000. Ginger Switch takes a commanding lead for Lurser and Bator. He's at 13,750. Perform a vasectomy on States. Walking Sassy or Auntie got me at 2,000. Got a 2,000 for Life with Matthew. Delivering nitroglycerin to mines got 4,000 for Turtistan, TJ. And Bird of Prey 6 got 4,000 points too. The sex toy, not 2,000. A Turtistani nipple pincher only got me to 13,000. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win. Life with Matthew is tied. Ginger Switch is still in the lead. Ginger Switch wins, despite screwing up the third round. He put in swimming, which got no votes. Ginger Switch wins. I come in second. Congratulations, Ginger Switch.
You received the Golden Joker Award.
And you're the funniest player as voted by the audience.
The grossest player. You received the Dirty Bird.
And Life
trophy.
with Matthew is the
Bird,
dirtiest. Is the dirtiest player.
Named the most offensive player. You received the free speech ribbon.
And Bird of Prey 6 is the most offensive player.
Thanks for playing. Use your words.
So close, right? So close.
Use your words. More laughs, more giggles, and more awkward silences.
Anyway, guys. Anyway, thank you so much. Can't win them all. Can't win them all, but hey, we got close. We got close. Anyway, guys, go to DJ Odyssey stream. I will see you guys there. Take care, all. Good night, and Qapla. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Bird of Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.